but after I ended the stream, I had to like force close DCS. So I also messed with the volumes a little bit. I think this should be a little bit better. Who don't know? We'll see.
Soji traffic with U11 taking runway 24 for departure.
I know Whiskey 11. Him and I have flown together a few times. He's a nice dude. Get my payload figured out first. The same one. Actually, no. Yes. We'll go to 1500 under though. I just like
Request
this
refueling.
Okay.
Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete.
Putting the explodey stuff on here in a second. It just pops on. Waiting for this light to go out. And we can start our next engine. There's some explodey stuff. Alright, start engine number 2.
Rearming complete.
Load all now that the arming is done. And this is the thing that takes the longest. This is your CDU. It needs to align. That number right there, T equals, needs to go to 4.0. Just 4 minutes. Now it's loaded. We can bring the CDU. That screen is that screen, just in big form. Let me turn that up just a smidge. I need to be able to hear that. So go over our weapons profiles real quick. We've got our GBU-12s. These are laser guided 500-pound bombs. Turn that to CCRP, which is constant or computer calculated release point. I'm going to turn auto lays on. I'm going to, oh no, clear that. 2-0. Lays time of 20 seconds right there. Save. Anytime you make an adjustment, you need to save it. GBU 97. These are fun. Same thing, calculated computer calculated release point or computer calculated impact point. There's a difference. One is where you drop it in the air, and one is where it hits on the ground. Both have their benefits. And we're gonna go and start our missile alignment right there. We're gonna turn on our targeting pod so we can start aligning. We still have 2 minutes. Engine cycle is done, so we can turn these on and off. APU off. Arm the seat. I don't know how to have chat up on the screen. So I can have chat up on my phone. Sweet. So, I don't know if I'll see that right away, but here we go. I just saw Whiskey 1-1 roll by. Let's get the ATIS information. Oh yeah, these need to be on. Oops.
1, Niner at 3. Visibility 4-3. Cloud conditions 10,000 overcast. Temperature 1 Niner Celsius. Altimeter 2 Niner 82. Landing and departing runway 06. Remarks 1010 hectopascal. Advise on initial contact via
Switching traffic,
information
Terry,
alpha.
taxi and departure 06.
You're on the wrong channel. Transmitting on 124.
Switching traffic, Terry, single FAT, taxi and departure runway 06.
Timo, is there inbound? Negative. I was just pre-takeoff check. Alright, Sochi traffic, single E10C taking 24.
I'm good to go. Sochi traffic, Myth and an A10C, taxiing depart on runway 06. I'm never really good at
Taking
the
hold
radios.
short of 24. Sochi Bacon taking the active.
If Bacon takes off on 2-4, I might take off on 2-4.
Sochi traffic, A10. Timo.
Yeah,
2-4.
he is.
Terry's holding short, runway 06. Roger, I'll let you know when I'm out.
Sochi traffic, Myth A10C, holding short runway 24 for traffic.
Wheels up, 24 is clear.
I'll let that
If you're
go.
holding short 24, Terry will hold for you.
Sagan, you want me to go ahead and go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Roger, thank you. Sochi traffic, Myth A10C, taking runway 24 for straight out departure.
Hey, Myth, were you on last night?
Yes, sir.
Were you the one lasing for me or giving me coordinates?
Don't think so, no.
Okay.
I mean, I was telling people where to go via, like, waypoints.
No, I had a guy giving me waypoints for J-Sals and an A-10 because he was loitering.
Roger, no, that was not me.
Okay. One two four Bacon checking in. Heading to waypoint 19 with harms. Unless
Sochi
I'm
traffic,
needed
Myth and
elsewhere.
A10C, airborne and clear, runway 24.
Terry, hold short Alpha, taking runway 06, departure to the north.
Let's see, waypoint 10, waypoint 12, and waypoint 22. I think 22 is pretty close. Let's see. Yeah, waypoint 22 is right there, but that's hard. Waypoint 12 is right there. Oh no, that's the normal. Okay, yeah, we'll go to the normal. Waypoint 22. SIP of view.
Switching traffic, Terrace Pro the active.
We're gonna climb up to the base of those clouds, just up at 10,000. Stuff on and make it go there. Underground. Okay. They're all looking at that target now. Okay. Using the HOTAS to manipulate these with the hands on the throttle and the stick. 237 ground space, not too bad. It'll go quick.
Did we get anyone on 124?
124 Myth checking in.
Dean off Sochi inbound, checkpoint 19, chase out. Awesome.
124 Myth is Oscar Mike to waypoint 22. These jets. I got 3 MiG-21 BIS at 40s, so they're that way. And they're like 60 miles. Motherfucker. Every time, I swear. Okay, these guys should take care of them. He's going to waypoint 2. What is that? AWACS.
So whoever has the JTALs, I'll try and light 19 up, but I think there's like at least 6 surface air sites.
Let's run them down.
That's Terry. Okay, awesome.
Oh yeah, let's see who is close to us via the TAD. Is that guy up? He is! So let's go like this. Let's go like this. Him. So we'll, I don't know, like TMS up short, owned a hook, and then now, he should be in that box, or he's that way. And that'll just make it easier for us to not hit each other. Alright, let's make that soy by that little dippy dot there. That's soy now. And let's go. And when profiles were good. Target there it is. And should get eyes on the target at about 45 miles. 40. Go ahead and level. Out at 9.5. Autopilot is on. I'm gonna turn these lights off. And because we're coming into an area of contestion. Again, I'm using this monitor that I can see that way on my far right screen. You guys are looking over here. So that might happen a few times. I really apologize for that. Same thing with my left monitor. I'm looking at this view when I see this view. That view that you just saw, this view, is on my left monitor when I look this way. Right here, looking straight forward,
Is that you with the 2 hostiles,
I
right?
can see just barely the tip of that on the right monitor. And then
Yep, that's me.
same thing
I just
here.
shot down to 21. I think he's got a buddy hiding behind him. They weren't showing up
Barely the
on
tip, right there.
RWR.
Looking straight forward.
Got one. If you're headed like 030, got one coming into your left side.
So there's a big mountain right there.
Okay, thank you.
So if we go this way a little bit, we can bypass a big mountain in the way.
Fair enough. And they're not. They're invading pretty good.
What? Yep, that's see. So you see that little bit of smoke right there? Cha?
Bacon Jones, check
That
your
is
signal.
the objective area. And you see how like the terrain is loading in.
Thanks.
It happens, whatever. And we're about 40 miles out. Look at that.
I'm gonna maneuver to get him if you want to move on, Terry.
Archer, but he's like F-14.
Terry, copy.
So right now I am 3 radios up. I have the CS124, that's my VHF radio right here. And that's the air to ground. I have 254. Oops. 254
now the
Midshipman.
21's getting me.
That's UHF, that's air to air. And then
Oh,
30
no.
degrees VHF, or 30
Is that the 21
VHF
you're first with, or the one that's further out?
FM.
The 21
That's
that
FM.
you're flying into
That's
is blocking me. There's a 29
that's
behind
helicopter
me.
air to ground. Ah, you see that box? It's moving. Oh, there he is. Right there. That's why that's nice. Alright, he looks like he's also at 9,500. So, we gotta be careful. Looks like he hit something.
Terry, just to confirm, you said you were heading to waypoint 9?
That's 19.
19, roger.
This thing's zoom is
19 is
imagine.
active at this time.
So that's a site. That's a SAM site. That's a bad thing. And what is that? What is that? What is that? This is the air to ground normal. That is also a SAM site. So if I can rifle on these two, so I'm gonna make this a sensor point of interest. Okay, so now I got my Mavericks, which actually I need to go like this. There's RP, this, the Maverick, to this, zoomy zoom. Okay, I see the itty bitty white spot right there. That is that, which, I mean, let's go like this, let's see. Yeah. So, that is target 1. That, is target 2.
Terry, you're being engaged. I'm sure you know that.
So we'll turn to here. Make this sensor of interest. That's what soy means. That's what that little
Looks like a MiG-21
green
right
box
on your
around the screen means.
Got him.
27 miles. Let's get down a little bit, boys. 9,000 feet is not a good engagement altitude for these things because they will. Ooh, wait, you know what? I see. Do you see what? I see a little ridge line. I see a ridge line that I'm gonna use right here and right here. I can pop up, shoot my Maverick, and then disappear because the Maverick's a fire and forget. But I still want to go a little lower. They're not looking at me yet. They're still just passively scanning. SA8, SA8, early warning radars. F-18, so it's friendly, and he's locked on to me. That little chevron means it's an air target. So there's 2 F-18s. That dome means that it's a target that just locked me. And that diamond is the biggest threat. You know, like, oh god, you're gonna dive to this. So let's, okay, we can still see.
See if I can book it out there.
And still see. Okay. We're 20 miles out. Now, we know where these guys are and where they're shooting from. So if I understand all of this stuff properly, which I probably don't, when they shoot a missile at me, I want to turn 90 degrees to the left or to the right, because that makes it harder for the Doppler radar or whatever it is to track me. Because things coming and things going are different colors in the light spectrum and blah, 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 and that's how radar works, kind of. Anyways, to sum it up in such a nutshell, I'm diving down a little bit. I'll probably level at 5. So, an attack run on 124 Myth inbound. It's from the southeast to waypoint 22. Target is 2 SAM sites. I just got locked by. Oh, that's a missile going in. No, it's a missile. What? I don't know. I just saw white smoke right here. I see. Oh, yeah, that's somebody. Hey, he's dying! It's my buddy. Oh, well, it was. Bye, wonderful time. See? He might not make that. But you know what? They're looking at him and not me right now. So, win?
Alright, splash 2 on the waypoint 19.
Alright, we are within a few miles, so let's... Oh, yeah, let's, definitely... come on. They're looking. Come on. Lock. That's a missile launch. Come on, lock. Not that. No, don't make this. There we go.
Warning, autopilot. Pull up.
90 degrees. And low.
Pull up.
Woo! Ooh, doggy.
Altitude.
Oh, I did it! Yes, son! I just defeated like 4 SAMs and got a Maverick away to kill one of the SAM launchers. Thank you, bitches!
Sorry, I'm about 50 miles from you.
More missile launches.
Okay. Splash list 2,
Pull up.
45 miles outside of waypoint 19.
Altitude.
I'll see if I can meet up with you and give you a little bit of cap.
Pull up.
And even more missile launches.
Altitude.
Whew. That got the old yeah going her. Alright, so let's beat Cheeks back home.
I'm gonna push the little layer.
Whew.
Altitude.
I'm glad I caught that on stream. So we'll get back out to like 20 miles
Nice.
up over this hill. Got 4 F5s, they're a good ways away. So we're good to stay on station for a while. Yeah, I think that worked out really well for me using that ridge line and again turning 90 degrees. I probably should have reacted a little sooner. That's the truth right there. But hey, let's lessons learned, and let's do a little bit better this run.
I never made it that far, but yeah, I was planning on going there.
Altitude.
Okay, I'll let you know if there's anything there. Thank you.
Climb back up to about 5,000 here. Again, I can't see the chat or even if anybody's watching, so I mean, props to you if you are. Thanks. 15 miles is good enough, so what we'll do here
Did you maneuver to those makes?
is we have to
Flash 1 and then we're doing another.
set this soy and then make
Interesting.
all of the things go there and then come back to here
Yeah, I
and
got one with an
unzip
8-9,
them out
and then he hit the deck afterwards, and then the other one just kind of
and
the sky on its own.
in.
Pull up.
And that's a miss, boys. That's a miss. Alright. Well. Point lock. And it's over here.
Pull up.
Killed something behind it, though. There's something smoking, so... Okay. Mav's on. Zoom that Mav in a little bit. That's what we want, Mav. It's up that way. So we're gonna level out here and see how close we can get and egress out that way down low using this ridge line as cover. See if that works out for us. 10 miles. There it is. 64. No, I'm using the AMGs, I think. 65 Deltas or 64 Deltas, whatever the Deltas is. Lock, you bastard. Come on.
Warning, autopilot. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
And we did it again.
Altitude,
That was
altitude.
not, again, as clean as I would
Pull
like
up,
it to be.
pull up.
I'm still learning. Dodging Sam's though, that's exciting.
Pull up, pull up.
So I can't, you know, I can't hate that. Use this hill as cover. Put a little bit of space in between me and there.
Warning, autopilot.
Oh yeah, shut up. 11 miles from the waypoint. You can see it there, bottom right. So this is again radar altimeter, waypoint, the name of the waypoint, how many miles to that waypoint, and then other stuff. We got like 15, 20 miles away. Gives us a little bit of time to select the target, and let's climb up to 5K.
Terry, WRS.
Behind us.
For now, I'm gonna
We're good.
plug the tank real quick, and then I'll try and meet up with you.
So
Yep, good copy. Thanks, man.
more smoke on the horizon. Weird. So these SAMs, they have a pretty, you know, couple different SAMs, different engagement ranges and shit like that. Basically, like where you see, it's like 10 miles is where they're really starting to shoot at me. And my Mavericks, I'm launching them at like 6, so not the most ideal of situations. But again, I'm learning. Still having fun though, and that's the most important part. So we're going to. Sounds bigger. I have one Maverick left. Okay, boys, we're gonna make this bad Bammer Jammer count because. That's all we got. Now the real question is, did we kill it? I think we did, boys. I think we got it. We got one. One of the SAMs. What are you? It's a shield guy. I really gotta get better at this. You are not a threat. You are not a threat. You're not a threat. Not a threat. You're a threat. Make you speed. Make all the things go there. Make you important. Make you zoom in. I'm doing this all with my hands now. I'm looking at the bottom right screen.
Waypoint 19 looks clear.
Oh shit, come on. Relock, relock, relock.
Not being able to get up above this layer, but I'm not getting shot at, so you have any ideas where else to go? No, there's plenty of waypoints around that Bodie area. And in worst case, we can refuel there and go somewhere else. But yeah, if
Not
there was anything
good,
at 19,
not
I think
good.
you would have seen
Fuck
it
it.
well in advance. Okay. On the intel mission, all I'm seeing
Pull up,
is
pull up.
12 to 22.
Altitude,
Oh my Jesus.
altitude. Pull up,
Oh,
pull
you
up.
didn't see that.
I mean, I don't know how you're going.
Oh, there's a missile exploded like 30 feet off my left wing. Oh my jeez. Okay.
Pull
We're
up,
out of
pull up.
Mavericks. And they still got the missiles. So what I'm gonna
I got
do.
fuel. You want me to go check out 12?
Yeah, I've got some threat rings on the S8.
Pull
I
up,
know
pull
for a
up.
fact I did not kill. I probably hit a building.
Altitude, altitude.
Shut your
So another
mouth,
thing I was
woman.
having issues with yesterday, they wouldn't lock on to me until I hit about 25,000 or less, but I think I see them too.
Going down. And closest base, Sochi. Could go to my cop. 30 mile. 30
So
mile.
that's waypoint 20, those
My
threat
God.
rings. I'm gonna divert.
So we
20.
know there are SAMs at.
Pull up, pull up.
Yep, good. Yeah, good copy. They're on 20. I just couldn't see the waypoint over the threat rings.
Yeah, if it ends up being hot, let me know. I'm 35,000 feet, and I can speed up and try and get some harms in. I'm almost at my minimum firing distance.
Okay. I'm
So
still 80 miles out,
we need to
so
keep
I'll
some
climb
space
and get
in
up there.
between, or some terrain, rather, in between us and the objective while we go slowly to the north. Now we're about 15 miles, and it's that way, or that way.
Altitude, altitude.
Altitude.
Pull up, pull up.
Keeping it nice and low. Now
Pull
I got
up,
some
pull up.
F5s at 236, so that's that way? Yeah. 40 miles in closing. And I think I'm going to, is that my cop? Yeah. My cop. So let's change to my cop. My cop. Why? My cop is this way.
Warning, autopilot.
Shh.
Pull up, pull up.
My cop? Safety all of these, because we're probably not going to engage anything. There we go. My cop, 26 miles, 30 degrees off our nose, so that way. Still need to keep it low. Oh, what do you want, Piper? My little dog needs to go out. She needs to potty. Well, good thing I'm landing at my cop hopper. So ground speed is 324. So ETA 4 minutes to my cop, Piper. Can you hold it for 4 minutes, little girl? You're so sweet. Sorry. Okay, so my little dog needs to go tinkle.
You guys lagging?
No, I am not.
I'm holding about 45 frames.
Are you? I'm watching friendlies on the SA page fly across the screen.
It's negative for myth, and I've got a stream up, and I'm good to go.
Damn it, my neighbor must be onto me. He's cutting the feed.
So, I think what I'll do,
Yeah, I'm either lagging or there's a modder in here. That fucking dude on the map is just swirling.
drop debut 12s. Tally on that. It's all over the place.
Okay, nice, good. Oh, I was like, holy shit.
That might just be his connection, you know.
I'd buy that, okay.
Okay, so yeah, I can drop probably the GBU 12s in place, or no, you know what? I'll keep them so that way I can drop two 97s, move the 12s to these, and then bring 6 Mavericks. And I think that's a good idea. Let's see if anybody's up here. Nope, I am all by myself. Runway is 04. Hey, 04. April 4th, that's my birthday. My lucky runway. I like my comp already. How long is this runway? Giggity. We're plenty long. Let's see what's going on in this chat. Whiskey, friendly. Okay. Yes, I am on the through the Inferno server. It's a constant dynamic PvE mission, so there's always aircraft spawning, so we get an EWRS picture in the top right. So right now we see 4 F5s. They're all about 70 miles away at good distance. And that is because of the radars and all of the other stuff that we have on our side flying. Now those things can get destroyed by the enemy AI, and they have in the past. Things like enemy bombers will spawn and they'll fly and bomb the runways at Sochi, making it a pain to take off and land. It's pretty cool. As you go to these targets, these waypoints, like once I say I kill this stuff at waypoint 22 with some help, a new air-to-ground mission will spawn. My cop traffic, Myth and an A10C, landing full stop, runway 04. Just going a smidge quick. It's so cool, I love it. Flaps are down, gears down, and slow it down.
Altitude, altitude.
We're okay. This is why we're here. Just a smidge of throttle. Butter. Let them roll a little bit. Bring the flaps up to 0. So we want to take off back that way, pointing towards the target area. So we're gonna make sure that we can just taxi all the way down. I see tire marks. So now's a good time to start slowing down. Steering on. Wheel brakes. Ground speed 54. It's too fast. Ground speed 33. Perfect. My cop traffic, Myth A10C, clear of runway 04. Now, is that... No. Oop, sorry. take a quick sneak peek. Where the? Oh no, I gotta turn right. Okay. I'm sure if somebody watches this in the future, because I don't know how many people are watching right now, or if anybody said anything, or if it's just me rambling on by myself. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some like Air Force guy. There's like, "You're doing it wrong, taxi wrong. No, you're supposed to go around," or something like that. I could just, I don't know. But you know, if it's something they're passionate about, right? I guess that's what matters. Okay, well my little doggy needs to go potty. So while I refuel, rearm, and whatnot, I'm gonna take the little one out. So I will be right back in about 5 minutes or so. So let's rearm, refuel. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go 1 GPU 12. 1 GPU 12. You can go bye-bye, and you can go bye-bye, and you can go tooth. Oop, nope. We want you at Andy 65. See, if I could force correlate the H's at a longer range to get a better lock and a further engagement distance. I just don't know how. So, fuel can get bumped up. Let's go make sure this is back up. We need that. If we go full, we're still under, but I don't want to be that full. Target engagement area is right there, so we'll go to like 75%. There we go. And
Request refueling.
I'm gonna pop the canopy just so that way if anybody
Request
sees me,
rearming.
they'll see that I'm chilling.
Copy.
You don't need the canopy open for rearming, refueling. You do need it for repairing though. So Myth will be right back.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Hi guys, I'm back. Alright, so new weapons, press and hold the stat button, new page pops up, press load, press stat, press load all. And the little Nintendo cartridge or whatever it is they use to load these computers, because this is old technology. Excuse me. These little stars pop up on either screen, doesn't matter. Oh, done. Okay, sweet. Boom. And boom. And make sure the profiles are good. GPU 12, view profile, singles, automatic, auto lays on, laser time 20 seconds. Maverick, again, yeah, okay. How to function, CCRP, sweet. How to function, how high off the ground these bombs go pop. It's a special bomb, I'll show you when I can. Let's set the Mavericks aligned, that's aligned. Let's go back to this. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Let's tell everybody what we're doing. Mic out traffic, Myth A10C, taxiing to runway 22 for takeoff, straight out departure. And let's get waypoint 22 back up. 10, 22.
Did one of you guys just give out a call for cap?
There we go.
Yeah, this is Terry. I'm just north of checkpoint.
So
20.
as far as
Just had
stuff that I've got for my computer, Intel i7 7700, I think, for the processor. I've got 16 gigs of RAM. That's where I'm really hurting, is the RAM. That's why I don't do VRs, because of RAM. Then RTX 2070 Ti or something like that, graphics card. I run triple monitors, 3 24-inch monitors, can be 6 feet of screens, kind of cool. Then I've got, as far as controls, I have a Thrustmaster rudder pedals, the cheap versions, not the really nice ones. And then a Sciatec X52 Pro HOTAS. I would love to get my hands on the Warthog HOTAS. That thing is beautiful. I got a buddy that has it, and it's amazing. It really does set the bar for flight controls, for your PC. I plan on picking up one whenever I can afford it. So flaps full, throttle full. Just do this on rolling. Tell everything to slave over there. Steering, turning it off. Usually turn that off around 70. You don't want to get too finicky. And since we're a little bit lighter, we can pull off a little bit sooner. Let's get the gear up. And the flaps up. It's 10.
Pull up, pull up.
Trim it. Forgot to set takeoff trim. Balls. Oh well. And we're flying. Mic up traffic, A10C, clear of runway 22, rolling 254. 254, Myth A10C, checking in, Oscar Mike to waypoint 22. One, 2, 4 Myths up at waypoint 22. I've taken out a couple of the SAM sites. There's still a bunch up. I'm gonna keep working on them. Tell everybody what I'm doing. Let's turn this stuff on. Alright. And 24 miles away. And climb up to like 5,000. Get the trim set. There we go. Let's go to Mavericks. Sweet, let's go to target pods. Sweet. Let's make sure everything is looking at what I want it to look at. Okay, sweet. Let's go over here. So that is a missile site. That's a missile site. That is, what is that? That is probably just a tank. Ah. Hello. You need to die. Alright, this thing right here is a radar. Point, track, make you spee. Make all the things look at you. And go over to, we need to make this, turn it to CCIP, turn it to Mavericks, and we can look right here. We look up in the top. So we need to get closer, because that's by a building. Excuse me. 20 miles. Now the problem with coming from this direction, as you can see already, they see me. I'm 20 miles away. So I need to get low. And as you can see, there's not much low. There's not much stuff to hide behind. Oh, you stupid. Okay. I don't know why the targeting pod does that. The gimbal roll thing. I'll turn you down a little bit, RWR. I know. So. But, you know, if they do launch at me, hopefully I can dodge them. They only have so many missiles. So, they can run out of ammo. Let's see, is 5,000 okay? I don't think so. But, let's zoom out. Let's see what else is around. I don't see anything else with an antenna. So that needs to die. At least in this pass. Oop. I do that too much. I need to not. Okay, I can barely see it. It's kind of flicking a little bit. Can I get a force lock? No. Missile launch. Come on. Nope, I don't want that. I don't want that. This is gonna suck.
Warning, autopilot.
Well, that's what happens when you don't pay attention and don't react. I was trying too hard. I got so far. Sorry. Uncle Sam, however much that just cost. Don't shoot me. So, Sam's are a threat. You can get shot down. And yeah, that plane's done. So basically, this is what happens when you die on this server. Let's check these stats real quick though. I've killed 23 things. So I probably got some infantry next to whatever vehicle or whatever it was I blew up. Yay! So we go to select roll. Because, I mean, the dude's just gonna parachute now. And briefing, and fly, and cheddar. I'll be back. You know what? This time, I'm gonna bring the bigger missiles, the H's, or the whatever, the ones I can force correlate. Because then I might. I don't know how though. Some fuel pumps. Radios. 100% on. Start the engines. flashing lights. Indicator marker lights, right? The red and green ones. Just the dash instruments. Let's unlock the strobes. Turn those on so people can see me. As the air's on, the pitot heat's on, the computers are going, the engine is started, our cockpit is closed. These can get turned on. Taxi lights on, anti-skid on, screens and thingy on. These can get turned on. Let's get the load out. So what I'll do is this time I'll bring 3 of these and 3 of these. H's. ALQ 184, it's the light one. One of each. We don't need that much fuel. We'll do one of those. Why not? 042 and Nevada. And okay.
Request refueling.
That's off, so we start up the next one.
Copy.
Already being locked by that MiG-29. Why? What? I didn't do anything here yet. Yeah. So they're sucking fuel out. That's my fuel gauge. You see that number going down. Test that and make it go away. So the main tank. Sucking it out. Wing tanks. I don't have any externals. And that's all of them. So once they suck out the fuel, that's when they rearm. So got nothing on it, but the engines are spinning up. That's cool, huh? Once that goes off, the engine cycle start. We can switch these. Turn off the APU, arm the seat, and wait until we can load, because we don't want to load without the weapons. We want the weapons on, and then load. See, that's the MiG-29's active radar pinging my RWR, which is a passive radar sensor, and it's telling me that that's pinging me. It's 50 miles away. Is there anybody about to be up in the air? Okay, well, we got a bunch of fighter jets. It's F-18, 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 M2000. Lemon of truth, huh?
Refueling complete.
F-15, okay. You're an A-10, Dodge Dorn, shame on. You're an A-10, Tactical 416. You're an A-10. Alright, so rearming complete? No. Nope, that pop and pop. And see how they're different? There's the white ones and then the green ones. So they're different missiles.
Rearming complete.
Huzzah. Okay, load all. So I don't know if anybody's even watching right now or if I get anybody to chat, and I apologize if you've said something and I haven't said something back or acknowledged your existence or cry for help or whatever. Hi, my name is Myth, or Mithridates, and I'm doing this for fun. I don't know how to get the chat up, and I don't want to alt-tab for fear of, losing stuff, so I'm just going to keep doing this, and hopefully you enjoy it. CCRP, save, balls. GPU 12, CCRP, auto lays, 20 seconds. I like 20 seconds, there's no real reason why. Ideally you would have that lays only as long as you need it, to not interfere with anybody else's lays. Which is important on these multiplayer servers because it's kind of a fun trip to change the lays code, and I don't want to go through the process of going where is it? Nope, go back. GPU 12 Lays code. You can change the lays code here, but I don't want to. So, there we go. Turn these missiles on. Target pod on. And we are good to taxi. Time hack. Steering. And if memory serves, we're at 2982. Yeah, that looks right. 100 feet. Sochi traffic myth A10C taxiing to runway 24 for takeoff straight out departure.
Such traffic boxes on taxi runway 24.
Where's an airplane flying? He's flying. Hi. That's an A10. Hi. Hi. Maybe if I wave at him. Hey. Where do you go? Hello? Where'd he go? I thought I made a buddy. I guess not.
Social traffic hard break taking 204 straight out departure.
Soch traffic, Myth A10C taking runway 4 and holding for traffic for straight out departure. Letting him know that I'm gonna wait.
Traffic hard break rolling.
There he goes. Sochi traffic, Myth A10C rolling runway 24. So, I don't think it was this server that had bombs on the runway. It just restart. So, what I think what happened was the server restarted. That's why it crashed. Wheels up. Flaps up 1. Try to stay runway heading here. Come on.
Such traffic F-18. Alpha taking 06 departure.
Sochi traffic, Myth A10C, clear of runway 24, rolling 254. 254, Myth A10C, checking in. En route to waypoint 22.
255 by 254.
Sweet, yeah, you can hear me.
Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, there's an F5, 15 miles at 228. So, yeah, maybe I should. Well, so you're gonna see my experience 90% of the time on this server. Not that it's a bad thing, and you honestly, I really hope the close aero support guys do something about this, because yeah, he's beelining right for me. So
Pull up. Pull
if
up.
I get down low, maybe.
Pull up. Pull up.
He should be back that way, up high, coming out of the clouds, and I want to be down low, because I can't really do much against any anti-aircraft aircraft. I am a anti-ground craft aircraft. I don't know. So, okay, there it is. I was about to say I'm not being locked by anything. He's behind me. Oh no. He's behind me
Altitude,
at 2,000
altitude.
feet. What the fuck is that? That's Myth. Trying not to die. To an F5. Again. So, again, here's my my experience on the server. Most of the times, I take off. I get close sometimes. Sometimes I just take off. And the enemy AI air,
Altitude,
just
altitude.
beeline right to me. So 143, it's still on my 6 at 13 miles. Okay, that's the air. No, okay, we're good. I think maybe. So you remember that whole random event thing I was telling you about? That's what this is. These Tu-22 M3s are bombers.
Altitude,
bombing
altitude.
so cheap right now, so I'm glad I got up when I did. Don't mind me, I'm just hiding
Pull up,
along
pull up.
this hill line.
Altitude, altitude.
Whoa, Black Betty, Mama Jam, oh, Black Betty, Mama Jam. Never mind.
Pull up, pull up.
Now, that SU-27 at 40 miles. I mean, I know everybody's like, well, 40 miles is a good ways away. Well, in my experience.
Altitude, altitude.
Now, I mean, I'm not like master of anything.
Altitude,
If
altitude.
anything, I'm hardly even considered an enthusiast. But I mean, hey, I can not crash into the mountains. I can land. I know how to kind of utilize the weapon system, so it's just really the practice of the more complex stuff that I struggle with. So, yeah. No God complex here. And I'm always willing to learn,
altitude.
and it's frustrating when you ask for help from somebody, and all you get in return is snide, demeaning, and whatever comments. It's whatever. Now, radar says there's an SU-27 up here. Friendlies show that there aren't. Or 23. MiG-20. The MiG-23! 292. Oh, my knees.
Pull up, pull up.
Oh, no. That's why.
Pull up, pull up.
So the what is it? The EWRS, the Early Warning Radar Service, blah blah. I don't know what the fuck it stands for, but it's, oh my god, 282 at 5 miles.
Pull up, pull up.
And he is at 7,000 feet, so he's like up there, probably looking at me doing little circles around this hill, going, "What a dumbass."
Altitude,
So
altitude.
hey, like I said, 90% of my experience on this server is this, running as an F10 from the enemy AI instead of trying to fully enjoy bombing these targets and all of that other stuff. No, I get that. It you know, oh, we gotta
altitude,
have
altitude.
something
Pull
for
up,
the
pull up.
other dudes to do, because this isn't an air-to-ground combat simulator. This is a
Pull up,
digital
pull
combat
up.
simulator world.
Pull up. Pull up.
But, I mean, if I can't do...
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Pull up.
There he is.
Pull up. Pull up.
There we go. Fuck you. That guy right there. Fuck you. Nothing I can do. No, I'm done. See? I can't shoot. I've got control.
Pull up.
Engines
Pull
are
up.
done. Shut up. All the radio's done. 254 Myth A10C, 20 miles northwest of Sochi, engaged by two MiG-23s, 5,000 feet. I am sensors down and limping back home. And 90% of my fucking time here is dodging air to air instead of goddamn SAMs like a damn A-10 was meant to be.
Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, you're just bitching. Stop bitching. What am I supposed to do about
pull
that?
Up.
He has all of the maneuverability and the speed. Like, do I just go even slower and let him just do unlimited flyby passes of me? I don't
Pull
know.
Up. Pull up.
Oh shit. At least
Altitude. Altitude.
So you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna start up the APU. Let's get our sensors back. Nothing. Well, I'm afraid of turning it off and on again. So, I mean, I got these things. We're good. That's probably not doing well. Nope, it's not. That's why we just lost our left engine. So we're gonna make life easier. We're not gonna be able to engage anything.
Pull up. Pull up.
We're gonna jettison all of our heavy shit, bombs and missiles that would have been so much fun to shoot, and I would have had a blast. Instead, I am digital target simulator for the fucking computer, and I think it's over there. As you can tell, I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. Much fun. South, east. Ah, there we go. That's up this way. I need to be going 136. Alright, we're good. Volts 251. Sochi traffic, Myth A10C inbound to runway 24, emergency landing, one engine, no sensors, no systems, just radios. This can fucking turn off. Landing lights.
Sochi traffic, Condor taxiing to runway 06, Sochi traffic.
Well, we're moving. No sensors. Is this failing? Come on, buddy. You can do it. Yay! Oh, no, I just reset it, didn't I? Oh, fuck. Are we good on this? Is that good? Because that's pitched up. That's straight and level. I might have fucked that up. Actually, can I? I fixed it. We're not really pitched that up, though, because we are climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. Whatever. Need some elevation, anyways. Actually, we need to start making our way down. See, I mean, could have spent this time flying to the objective area, letting you guys see all the cool stuff, watching bombs get dropped, SAMs go boom, you know, follow some of the missiles in. Instead, you get to watch some amazing, quote, canyon, quote, flying, if that's what you even want to call what I do, chortling around in the airspace. Why not? And then coming back with one engine. Sure, why not? So let's take a look at the exterior here. I got her trimmed out pretty good. Yeah, look at those cool rooms. Well, a testament for the A10. That's for damn sure. Alright, Sochi is just this way. Yep, there's Sochi. Alright. Well, if my computer is still good, I can show you how to repair with the without having to recalibrate your computer. It's not exactly socket right. It saves you a couple minutes too. It's nice. And I mean, I don't know what my my landing gear state is. So we'll see. Yeah, I know. Well then, I might rent, you know. Runway 24. Sochi traffic, Myth A10C, inbound emergency landing, runway 24. 7 miles turn base. That was a guess. I have no fucking clue how far away I am. So when that is red and flashy.
Got a traffic box on inbound landing runway.
I fucking knew it. Sochi traffic, Myth A10C changing emergency landing to runway 20. My landing gear is botched. I don't want to mess the runway up. So that means that I'm still going faster than 200. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna land this one by shut your mouth. Land this one by fail, boys. We're gonna touch down
Altitude,
past
altitude.
24. Sochi traffic, Myth, A10C, safely down, runway 20. Be advised, runway 20 is out of commission until repair. So now what you do is you just turn off your engines. Make sure that you don't have you have your APU on, APU power on, engines off. See, that's still alive. So what we'll do now is radio repair.
Request repair.
Copy.
Copy.
Ah, so we're good. That means they're gonna come repair us. So that's their jets over there. Let's look at some of this stuff. What are they doing? See, there's me. There's me right there. I'm in the middle of the runway, like a douche. 2 minutes. Oh my Jesus! Look at all of those pock marks. Oh shit. Well, 06 is still good, but
Sochi traffic to Can, taxi runway 24, Sochi. Can you exit traffic?
so you see these vehicles, these are parts of our early warning stuff. See all that stuff. There's some big old antennas and stuff. Hopefully this guy doesn't try to take off on 124 because those don't look very conducive to taking off. Okay, good. Now these guys, though. He's loud. So these guys, actually, you know what? I can just do my A10. Those are Harriers. Oh, you ready for this repair? God, that's loud. Hallelujah. 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 Look at my landing gear, my things opening up. Hello, goodbye. And just like that, I am repaired. I'm not going to rearm. I am restarting my engines. Left engine, then the right engine. You could just go to takeoff trim. Okay. You could go to taxi light. And you could get turned off and on again. What are we doing back there? Oh, they're being smart and taxiing past the potholes. Yay, people. I'm gonna turn this off, and turn that off, and then off. See, ta-da! Got stuff again. Alright, these just need a minute to restart.
Sochi traffic, 3 ship AVAB taking X runway 24.
That's them right back there. There's 3 of them? I only saw 2. And another guy caught up. So now my EAC, it's flipped up, but we're good because I'm already aligned.
Craters on 4.
Now,
Ahead of these black spots.
once that goes away, I can go ahead and flip that off, turn off the, I'll put that on standby. No. Shush. This thing. Hey, we were good. Sochi traffic, myth is repaired, runway 20, taxiing off runway 20 to runway 2 taxiway to parking. Sochi traffic, runway 20 clear. That's so cool. I've got the Harrier module, I just haven't really put that much time into it. Sochi traffic, myth 810C holding short runway 24 to cross to taxi traffic, or taxi to parking.
Sochi traffic, reship. AVAB clear runway 24. Sochi.
Oh god. Oh god and Javis. For that payload. Nice wheelie. Sorry buddy, you're too heavy to take off. At least like that. Sochi traffic, myth cross runway 24, clear of 24. Avoid these potholes. Taxi to parking.
Sochi traffic, Dodge 21 single 810. Departing runway 24 northbound departure.
So on this server, these are the open parking spots. You, if you park here, you won't have any aircraft spawn on top of you, at least as far as I know. Because that's happened to me once, and that wasn't fun for either of us. Sitting there, just after doing a successful mission, believe it or not, rearming, refueling, and all that other fun stuff. I thought I was gravy. And then all of a sudden, boom, instant mirage right on me, and we both exploded, and it was not fun. Alright, so we're going to... Yes. And... why not 60? Giggity.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Well, I'm gonna take my medication real
Copy.
quick. While this happens, I'll be right back.
Refueling complete.
Alright, I'm back. Hopefully you guys didn't hear any of that. We're still... Okay, getting more boomsticks. Boom. And I'm going to try to force correlate the H's. No, I don't remember how to do
Rearming
that.
complete.
Load. Turn this up a little bit so I know when I'm getting shot at. This happens to me frequently. Ugh. Tactical 416. I think that was the A10. Yeah, it was. He might have hit some potholes. That sucks. Hey, at least he said something in chat. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Yeah, I was just waiting for that. I'm sitting here all... Check my profiles. CCRP, single, 1800, how to function, CCRP, auto lays 20 seconds, sweet, codes are going to stay default, I don't want to change them, I don't feel like changing them, let's go to CDU, I want my ground speed, boom, okay, sweet. We're going to taxi to 06. Sochi traffic, Myth A10C, taxiing via taxiway Alpha for straight out departure, runway 06. I think that's right. I don't know. I would love to have been a pilot. That's actually why I got out of the Marine Corps, was to fly airplanes. Long story short, there's 5 factors to flight if you didn't know. You got thrust, weight, lift, and drag. Those are the 4 factors everybody knows. But there's a secret 5th factor. It's money. Money keeps the airplanes flying, and if you don't have money, you can't fly an airplane. And so I invested a large chunk of my personal savings into private pilot lessons, with the aspirations to go all the way, become an airline pilot. That would be amazing. Travel the world and fly big jets. That'd be cool. Got about 22 hours in, and struggling with the GI Bill paying on time, some other stuff that I ended up having, going through the VA to get taken care of. And after many years, like 5 years of struggling with that, I'm finally at a point in my life where I can, let loose a little, or I guess loosen the necktie. Okay. But for several years in my life after the military, it was a very, very difficult transition. Struggled a lot. So, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, physically. Sleep is a bitch. Let's just say that. Anyways, all that aside, so I never really, as far as like the verbiage and the lingo and all that fun stuff, I mean, I got military experience, 8 years in the Marine Corps, so I know that stuff. But official traffic talking, I'm just trying to pick up what everyone else is saying and go off what they say. I apologize if anybody is watching and they're typing and they're saying hi and stuff like that. I don't have I haven't figured out this yet. I don't know how to have chat up. So if you do say something, I will probably read it. Just it'll be like after the fact. I apologize for that. I'll figure that out sooner than later, so that way I can see what's going on and what is being said. I'm gonna hold short here. Check the F10 map. He's still there on the left. We don't have anybody coming in. He's going that way. He's landing on that one. I think I'm good. Sochi traffic myth A10C taking runway 06 for straight out departure. I think that's right. Flaps full down. We're light, so we should be good. Let's stick to the right side of the runway. Because homeboy up there. And I know we got somebody who just landed. I think we should be good. Let's do it like this, though. Full throttle, brakes in. You don't have to, but whatever. There we go. Track hires me weird. Once this guy right here starts getting alive, around 70, boop, turn off nose wheel steering. Make sure you're pointed down the runway. And then I like to rotate at like 135. I'm pretty sure you could do it sooner, but rotate. And we're up. Here. Flaps to 10. Stop yelling at me. Let's get to waypoint 22 in 22. Sochi traffic myth A10C. Clear of runway 06 departing to the north. Rolling 254 for air to air. 254. 254 myth A10C checking in. Using a simple radio system, SRS. It was daunting to me. I'm not very much of a computer guy, like as far as, you know, modding and craziness like that. Just give me a game and let me play it, you know. And do capital. Trim down a little bit. Let's turn our weapon systems on. So trying to set up SRS for me was intimidating. I didn't, you know, what the fuck I was looking at or what I was doing. But once I did get it set up, I was very, very happy that I'm able to use these radios right here. Tune in 124, that's our air-to-ground frequency, VHF, right here. And then we got 254 in our UHF, ultra high frequency, that's air-to-air. And then we've got 30 in you know, FM for or HF rather, for your helicopter air-to-ground. So they kind of have different channels. And this aircraft, you can have all three tuned in. I have a message. Hey! 0137, so we're gonna go, you know, 0137 for 2. And some text messages via A10. Oh, that's awesome. So where are we? Let's go. I should be doing all of this with my HOTAS, yeah. Alright. Is that him up there? 0115. I don't think so. Oh, a little choppy. Don't make me nervous, server. But let's, you know what, let's hook him anyways. So, hook to own, that means you're getting directions from him to you. That doesn't really help you out. So you want directions from you to him. So what that did was that put these lines and that box. So these lines show you the direction to the thing you just hooked on, which is that guy. And that is our AWACS. Cool. So I could fly up to the drones if I wanted. The little Huya thing there. Let's see, who else is here? No, I got nothing. Alright, I don't know, there's probably a way to hook homeboy remotely. Ooh, no message. No. Acknowledge. I got it. 0137. Alright, So, okay, we're almost up to 9,500. We got 4 MiG-21s in the air. 2 of them are 60 to 70 miles out at 212. 254, this is Myth A10C. Interrogative, is anyone gonna handle these MiGs northwest of Sochi? They're right up here. This is Smith A10C, Oscar Mike to waypoint 22. I've got 2 MiGs inbound to my position, 50 miles from closing. Let's see if anything happens. Now, here's the question. Do I, A, turn around, go to just totally fuck this target area, go somewhere else, down at, the bridge. I can go to the dam, right, and be with everybody else and have that safety net of numbers, right? Or do I hopefully rely on these complete strangers who love probably flying and playing this game, some lag, that's not good. I'm in the clouds. 9,500 feet is where we want to be. Yo, path hold, stop. Okay. Go to... Alright, well, I'm going to make that decision. We're going this way. We're going to go to the dam. I know that target area. It's a fun target area. I've been to it a few times. Because those 2 MiGs at 211 and 219 at 54 and 63 miles are, with my luck, they're going to come right to me, and they're just going to shoot me down. That, like I think I said before, as a matter of fact, if you're just tuning in now, about 30 minutes ago, coming basically into doing what I just did, got hit by MiGs of something, I don't know. I didn't get shot down, but I lost everything. I think I was down my left engine, I had holes in the canopy, an emergency landing on runway 20, my landing gear was done, but buttered the landing, repaired on the runway, and then we just got back up in the air. I would be mildly infuriated if we get back up into the air just to get shot 20 miles northwest of Sochi again, or northeast of Sochi. So we're going to go to a different target area and hopefully maybe not get shot down by air. I'd rather get shot down by SAMs all day, every day. Shoot at me with SAMs, because that's what this aircraft is designed to do, air to ground. Waypoint 10, waypoint 12, waypoint 22. So if you click on your aircraft and you've got that, you should be able to see waypoints.
Myth, you on 30?
30, go for Myth.
I missed your response message to my message. Somehow it didn't come through.
Oh, I said hey.
Oh, alright. What's up?
Running from these MiGs again. I got it all on stream this time.
Streaming?
Yeah, it's not like, I don't even know if anybody's watching, but if they are, hi. I haven't figured it all out. I just wanted to do something with my time and computer, so I did it.
There you go. What side of Sochi's 2-4 was all destroyed?
If you taxi to the taxiway you just take off runway 06 or just past the intersection of 20 and 24. There's another taxiway that you can just taxi to and then get on right past the damage. Right about parking spot 38. I think that's Whiskey 1.
Yeah, I see it.
Maybe I'm just being a little bitch with these MiGs up in the air. And I'm like, they're here. And just running like I don't know. What I do know is I've died like 30 times to enemy aircraft, and it sucks. Because, again, I'm a ground pounder. I have 2, I don't know. I have 2, 3-mile range AIM-9s, right? Let's go to the DSMS. So, yeah, I had 2 of them, right? And like I said, they've got 3-mile range, and they're like heat seekers. I have shot down aircraft twice in the A-10, like officially. It was like it was more of a fuck you kind of moment for me, because homeboy had shot me down, but my systems were still up, and I was still able to get a heater off, and you know, it nailed him, and it made me happy. But at the end of the day, he still fucking won because he killed me, and he's the computer. Maybe I'm just that bad. I don't know. Turn that on. Is my target pod on? Why am I doing that with my mouse? Stop it. I have a HOTAS for a reason, but I don't have one of these things. So, slave to the waypoint doesn't matter because I don't know the waypoint off the top of my head. So let's go. Let's see. Which waypoint is that one? I don't remember, so we're gonna do it like this. 95 at 112. So if I point at 112...
Warning, autopilot.
Shush. Should just be the waypoint right in front of me. No. Because it needs to be 95. Airport, cycle past those. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which waypoint is the one I'm supposed to go? I don't trust it. $90 miles at 110.
Warning, autopilot.
Fuck it. We're calling it. But we're not going straight there. We are for a little bit. But then we're going to veer to the right. Because we won't... Shut up. So, because we are basically flying direct on this line. We don't want to pop up. This is a dam, right? There's lots of hills right here, and the targets are going to be down in this valley right here, right? See, these are pretty steep hills. So we don't want to really maverick missile this way, because you can't really see anything until you're like right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly down this way until we get to Lake Suki, right about here, and then we're going to go... We're going to shoot down this way, and then we're going to follow this large water feature called a river up to the dam. And if we shoot out far enough this way, right, we'll come in like this way to this side of the river, depending on what other target areas are up. Oh, this might be a problem. So this is the Katasi Strike Raid whatever mission. These have a bunch of really nasty SAM stuff. It's so much fun to shoot. I love this one. I think if we stick to this side of, to pretty close, like basically this side of this line, we should be fine. Because that is like, that's 100 and, oh no, that's 35 miles away. Yeah. Excuse me. Hopefully that guy doesn't get shot down. Really high up, it's not very good against SAMs and stuff. So, but, oh my god. I'm such a bitch. Watch, this guy's gonna get all up there and be like, I'm amazing! Or he's gonna get shot down. Who knows? Hopefully he does good things. Okay, so, carrying on. This is gonna be a minute. So this cool little, Huya thing right there is my Maverick missile indicator, what that thing is looking at. And I press and hold China Hat long forward. I'm being locked by SAMs. Those are friendly SAMs. Those are data SAMs. See? And that's the SAM side of this. So separate those. C2. That's nice. This is your RWR. It doesn't differentiate words. Doesn't care if it's friendly or if it's not. It just lets you know, hey, you're being looked at by this radar. Pretty cool. Ground speed 313. So we're going 5 miles a minute. at 313 miles per hour ground speed. So 75 miles, we're only about 10, we're like 20 minutes out because we're going to swing wide a little bit. So look at these missiles here, like I was telling you. So you got the 65Hs, which is on this one, so that's the white one. Those you could force correlate and tell them to lock a specific spot on the ground at a longer distance than these guys, the 65Ds, the green ones. Okay, just make sure I had 3. That would have been funny, or shitty, or whatever. Okay, really? Shut up. Excuse me, we're still over relatively friendly airspace, so I'm okay doing that for now. But these, I've noticed that I can't really get a good lock until like 6 or 7 or 8-ish, usually 6 or 7 miles out. And by that time, I'm usually getting a couple of missiles launched at me, so it's never a good day. These CBU-97s are a lot of fun, and can be really nasty on all kinds of things. And then GBU-12s, everybody's favorite laser-guided 500-pounder. Yay. So, let's see. Do we got anything special back there? That's my magical lever that you can switch to turn on and off. What is he doing down there? Who dat? And why? Oh, that's why. You. There. So, I mean, I'm going to be the only A-10 here. So, I'm just going to put that to hook on top to own, so I don't really see these little weird things anymore. I suppose, huh? Net. There's my own ID, there's my group ID, so if I wanted somebody to text me, it would be 0135. Like me, and I think that was message. Where are you headed? Okay. Acknowledge. Got it. 0137.
Be gone!
So that's his group ID and whatnot. And that is waypoint 10? Sweet. I'm going to tell everything to look at waypoint. So all of those symbology right there, yeah, zoomed in. That is my Maverick, what that's looking at. That little diamond is what my targeting pod is looking at, and there's a little square with a dot in the middle, and that's what my HUD sensor, I think, that's what that's looking at. And I've told them all to look at waypoint 10. Because I want to see what's there. Alright, 50 miles out. This should be good to turn a little to the right. Got a cloud layer of about, the base of the clouds is like 10,000. So we're at 9,000. We're going to aim a little bit. We'll try to see where that is. Okay. I'm going to try to follow the coastline. Right here. Autopilot. So 50 miles from the target, 10 miles or 5 miles a minute. We're 10 minutes out. That's if we were to fly, by the way. The crows flies, which is straight, I guess. I don't know. I like crows. I respect them, but I've never really watched them long enough to figure out if all they do is fly straight, which I genuinely doubt. So it's 30 degrees off our nose, and like I said, we're going to go down this coast here. I'll fly down here, like this. Not quite that far, though. Like, right here. And then come up this way. Oh, fancy. Oh, I think they're refueling. Who is that? Ajax. D-Rub and Tin Can. And there's that. Pay Me and Whiskey 1-1. Okay. The Whiskey 1-1. That was the guy we were just talking to. And he is wee all the way back here. I think. I think that's him. Like 90%. Let's double check, because that is so cheap. Maybe he's running the bullseye. Is that? Yeah, that's probably him. But it's a 0115, and I thought he was 0137. Alright, well, anyways, so change this back to our DSMS page. Double check our profiles because I want to be sure that we're all good to go. View profile, CRP, single. We drop these. So you could drop, so single, which is 1, pairs, which is 2 at a time, ripple singles, which is 1, and how many? Every 75 feet. So if I wanted to drop 2 with a 75-foot spread, I would do this right here. If I wanted to change that to like a 500-foot spread, I could. And if I wanted to drop 2, I could. But I don't want to, so. And ripple pairs is the same thing as dropping pairs, just in ripples. So, new message. On my way. Acknowledge. Nice. We did it. We texted it. I'm being radar locked by a 29. Is that a friendly? SU 27, 40 miles. Or 47 miles at 228. 228 is right here. Oh, buddies. Oh, no. All by myself. I'm by myself. So they're at 228 from me, so 228. And they are headed 019 or ish, somewhere like that. So, where do you think they're going to go? Maybe, right? In my experience, it's just boom, 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 boom. They spawn over here and they're like, hey, there's myth. They spawn over here and they're like, hey, there's myth. They spawn over here and they're like, hey, there's myth. That's been my experience. But maybe I'm just being a whiny little bitch, right? I don't know. Fuck it. But we're hopefully gonna have some fun. Hopefully get through the third. So right now we're looking at like the nose of our aircraft through that right. Oh no, we're looking at the side of the bomb. That's the camera. It's all so, and we're looking through one of these sensors or those sensors. Cool, huh? I don't know what it's all called. I don't know what it all does. I just know that I like to make things go boom with it. If that matters. So, hello everybody. I don't know if anybody's even there. I don't have chat up. I don't have. This is like my second dip into streaming, so I don't know how to set any of this stuff up. But I just figured I would get some stuff out there to see what happens. If I'm annoying, my voice is too loud, or you can hear like my bird in the background, or I don't know. Let me know. Type it out. I'll see it. I'll make note and make the changes as appropriate. But as it stands right now, I have no idea if anybody is even watching right now. And if you are, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. And if you have commented, I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't really been checking because that means I have Alt-Tab. I'm running DCS World in a triple monitor setup using Track IR I love this. It's better than my VR headset because I just don't have the RAM to run VR smoothly. I've got a Intel i7 7700, I think, with a RTX 2070 Ti, or I'll have to write all this stuff down, I guess, one day. Controls, I'm using a Sciatec X52 Pro joystick and throttle quadrant with a Thrustmaster, lower end Thrustmaster rudder pedals. It's not the high-speed, low-drag Warthog HOTAS, though I'd love those. I want one day. I'm using the Track IR that I picked up off Amazon for like 160 bucks. It was nice, plug and play. 270 at 3.6, 23,000 dropping at 269 at 4.6. See, I told you, they're beelining right to me. Heading 041, 274. So, yeah, behind me on the right, and going 041. So I'm kind of good for now, but probably not for long. Alright, anyways, so that's a Track IR. Like I said, I paid like 160 bucks off of Amazon for it. I really like the system. It was pretty much plug and play. Really simple for guys like me who have an issue with trying to figure things out that aren't plug and play. I mean, call me stupid, whatever, but it took me a few weeks to figure out SRS, but I'm really happy that I did. That's the radio system. It's a third-party program that uses the radios in the aircrafts. So I can tune the 254, which is air-to-air frequency, or to tune to 251, right, which is our like ground control, takeoff, landing, tower stuff, and it works. It actually works. So if I had the high-speed, low-drag Warthog HOTAS throttle control, it has the four-way mic switch on there, and you can just key up any one of those radios, right? Pretty cool. For me, I've got them on just 3 separate buttons on my X52 on my throttle. I'm pretty sure the way I have these things mapped out now is nowhere near accurate, but I mean, it works out, I guess. Breathe a little sigh of relief. That SU-27 is burning away. Okay, so we know that the target area is up there. You see that river is going that way? Yeah. So that's the dam. That's the dam area. Meh. So we want to push past this a little bit, but not too much, and I don't want to be too close to the target area when I start looking for a target, because I want to give myself as much time to pick out something that's dangerous to me. You know, if something could shoot me down from 10 miles away, and something that can shoot me down from, I don't know, like a Tunguska with or not a Tunguska, but a Shilka. There we go. With like a 5,000 foot range, like a Shilka's not that big of a threat to me. Like, I'm 19 miles away, I'm good. But if they got a SAM radar thingy down there that can shoot me at 10, 20, however many miles, I don't know. That thing needs to die first. And on my RWR, it's probably picking up those SAM sites at the Kutaisi. Yeah, that's straight ahead. So this is a really big, that's Kutaisi. They've got all kinds of stuff there. It's really cool. I like going over there and blowing stuff up. But this target area, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, will let me show you a couple of the different weapon systems that the A10C has. Should be cool to watch. Make things go boom. What do you want, chat? What do we got there? This is the in-game server chat. Lots of interesting stuff. Okay, now that we're getting closer to our target area, make sure our HUD is soy. It is. Change our mode, and then change our weapon. We're going to get our Mavericks ready. Okay, so you can see right here, it says Maverick, and right here, Maverick no longer sensor. So like if we did change those off, right? Oop, yep. CV97, it says sensor. And let's change our slew to 2. I like that. It's a little bit easier. I don't have it's basically like a D-pad. You know, I press a button left and it's going to slew the thingy to the left. So I don't have any kind of articulated slewing option. All right, just over the river now. See? We need to turn left like we were talking about. To its target area. But like the Warthog HOTAS, it has basically it's like a joystick, you know, and you can very finely move that around. I don't have that luxury. We're gonna offset to the right, just a little bit. So I have to rely on. Let's go to the left. And make these go all look at the same thing. Oh, hey. There we go. Yep. Cheddar. Alright, so let's look in here. Let's look in here. Let's change this to white hot. Hey, look, stuff. I can't find targets. Alright, so these are just trucks. Not a big threat, right? Not to me. That is a... so that's a Shilka. That's that thing that I told you has a 5,000 foot range, so about a mile. I'm just shy of it. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, we have to push further this way. Because there's a little finger that is in the way and makes it so that way we cannot see into that target area. So let's get away. Put that at like 120. 120. By the way, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just trying this stuff out. So if I'm doing it wrong and you're one of those guys who's like, no, you gotta do it right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn. So, you know, teach me. Drop it out, type it out in chat, and I'll read it. I mean, I'll look. No target area. All right. So what's cool about this server is the target areas get marked with red smoke. Boom. So it's easy to see. This is a good approach here, and so we're gonna turn away because we're only 12 miles. I want to be a little bit further, like 15.
Nice bike at 56.
15 is plenty. Gives me enough time. I'm starting to turn it now. Enough time to acquire a target that is a threat. And then let's go ahead and pull the throttle back a little bit. So while we're doing our turn. Okay, that is not a threat. That is a threat. Make my... We have to always do that. I'm so bad. Okay, so what I did was I told my Maverick, hey, pay attention. It's alright, picking different Mavericks. Oh no. Alright, you stop. You go. You zoom out. Fuck. You. Pay attention. Okay, there we go. You go this way. Fuck. Sorry, lots of things are happening. That's the thing, right? Da-da, da-da. Nope, to the left. That, da-da. To the right. Nope. To the Mav. Damn it. And tell everything to look at that. Come on, buddy. Come on. And make the Mav sensor of interest. Zoom her in. Get a lock. Nope, not on that. Up. There we go. 124 Myth Rifle waypoint 110. And ta-da! now. Our belly is to the target area. Myth. Alright, we're going to roll in for a bomb run. I think that is going to, gotta hit this. Okay, nope. Can't find the bomb. Too many people shooting shit. So now we're going to change to GBU 97.
Warning, autopilot.
Shush. And we're gonna climb a little bit, a lot of bit. Look at this target-rich environment. That's where we want the bomb, right there. Why not? Da, 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 da. Okay, so line up. This is CCRP. I think it's computer calculated release point. So we can even be in the clouds. We don't have to. As a matter of fact, we'll do this. So we'll drop down just a smidgen. So we want to line. There's a little dot in the middle of that circle right there. Line that up on the line, and then there's a vertical line above that on that circle that needs to be lined up with that line. And you line those up, and you should be golden. The numbers count down, 15 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. At 5, we will hold their button, hold, and ka-chunk, and check our DSMS, and it's gone. 1, 2, 4, myth, pickle, waypoint 10. Turn on autopilot, and we're going to watch this bitch drop. Oop, oh no! So what happened is that is a cluster bomb, and what that cluster bomb does is drops these guys with parachutes, and what these guys do is they spin, kind of like bouncing betties. And when they spin, they lob a little projectile that has a little seeking device on it, and you'll see they're popping now, boop, and they will seek out targets. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, dude! Oh, people are flying! It's so bad. No, my God, bodies everywhere. It's nice. And you can see our impacts all over the place. Large area of effect, right? So, maybe next time I should put the next one in the middle of the red smoke and see what happens. Still in the clouds. So, why not? Let's do one more pass. But this time, excuse me, we'll just stay in the clouds because we don't need to see the target. We're doing CCRP, just I believe it's computer calculated release point. So it tells us when to let the bomb go in the air. Whereas CCIP is the impact point, where the bomb is hitting in the deck. You can see my friend is coming up here. So what I did there was I just made my HUD soy, and because my HUD is looking at the waypoint, the red smoke, roughly, it moved that line a little bit to the right, which is where I wanted it to go. So you can do stuff with mark points. 5, as long as your wings are level on release, you're good. 2, 1, and level. Okay, we're a little bit to the right. Waypoint. Let's see, autopilot on. Let's watch this bomb fall. That's not my bomb. Oh no. Where is it? I'm sorry. There it is. Okay, so sorry. card. There we go. That's not mine. That's mine. Did it? Oh no. So it was in the same spot. Probably not going to get anything with this bomb. There is a tank down there on the right. And then another, probably looks like there's a Shilka down there as well. But they'll, yeah. We're trying to blow the dam! Drown them all! Those are just the things impacting. So yeah, it looks like the waypoint is the dam itself. It's not a good bombing target. 0 effects. Sorry, I disappoint. Okay, so now we're gonna dip down below the clouds. I need to be able to see. Where are we going?
Pull up, pull up.
Okay. Going this way. Okay. We want to get good eyeballs on a target that we want to drop our laser guided bomb on. We'll do that. Drop our, I believe it's the GBU-12. Yes, sir. We'll get that pulled up on our HUD. A little too aggressive. Sorry, I'm not
Pull up,
new.
pull up.
I'm not a veteran of the flight simulator genre. I am, I dabble. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Player stats on their website. Yeah, so, through the Inferno, they have a website that you can check to see like if the server's up, and they also keep track of your stats. So we can see the result of my bombing runs by pressing a little apostrophe here. I have killed 44 things. Huzzah! Oh, he's got me beat by 2. And he's at a Huey. Good for him. Oh, okay, so this guy's winning. Yeah, he's winning. What's he in? 110. Oh, he's in a helicopter too. Good for them. Nice. I want to catch up. I want to do amazing things and kill lots of things. But the stats really don't mean anything. You know, they're just numbers. So at the end of the day, whoever's got the #1 air-to-air kills, #1 air-to-ground kills, or whatever, it's all for fun. Yeah, I say that now while I'm not getting shot at and killed by MiGs. But when I do, oh man, I'll be bitching. Hey, what can I say? I was a grunt in the infantry. If I'm not bitching, I'm not happy, and then there's something wrong. So if I'm just hunky-dory, you better start looking around, because something's done fucked up. Alright, so that is speed. We're going to align all the things to the speed. And we're going to look at this, and we're going to find it's a good juicy target for a 500-pounder. Tank. I'm doing it again. Sorry. Sorry. So bad. So bad. Ugh. Oh my Jesus. That tank looks like it wants a bomb. Oh, that's not a tank. That's a Shilka. That Shilka looks like it wants a bomb. I make my targeting pod the sensor point of interest. I make a point on the ground, and I go, hey, I want to bomb that. I don't know all of the fun terminology, but then here's the fun, cool stuff. Okay, this is a laser guided bomb, and what's gonna happen? So see how there's an L, point says point, and then an L and T at the bottom. Watch what happens 20 seconds out. Now we're going to drop. It's in the bottom right. You'll see 22. That's time of flight for this bomb to impact this target. Right? 5. Holding on. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pull
Drop.
up, pull up.
1, 2, 4. Myth pickle. Waypoint 10. And I'm going to go to a very gentle right-hand turn. Now, I mean, if these guys were shooting at me and, you know, bad day and I'm moving around. But look at this L. It's flashing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and watch the bomb come in. Boom! Bye, wonderful time. That was a laser guided bomb that I did. I did laser it. I did with that thingy, that gray little dick on my right wing. I did it, buddies. So that is a GBU-12. So let's see. What's next? I've got Mavericks. Mavericks. So with the targeting pod, we can find our next victim. That looks like a good enough victim. I'm kidding. We gotta find good targets. There we go. Found one. Ooh, he's looking. He's looking at someone. Is he looking at me? No. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? He's looking at someone. Someone's flying overhead. See? Oh. And, looking in the wind. Alright. Well, because he's looking at someone, I'm gonna do that someone a flavor. Hey, I think he might be looking at my buddy. Yo! Hey! Leave my buddy alone. Alright. Oh, good. Nice. Well, buddy got him. Alright, so... up a little bit. Up. There we go. Pew! That's a tank. Pew! Alright. 1, 2, 4, myth, rifle times 2, waypoint 10. Letting my buddy know that those missiles are not enemy missiles coming towards him. Because what happens is the RWR goes, missile! And when people say Fox 3 and all that other stuff, that means that they fired a thing. And that thing is not a bad thing, it's a friendly thing. And hopefully it's going to not bad people, or not friendly people, right? At least ideally. Get some distance between us and the target. It's at 4.1 miles at our 180, as you see the numbers right there. That is my my Gao current Huya thing, whatever you call it, the reticle. Thank you. Well, if you're just joining, hi, my name is Myth, or Mithridates. I usually go by Myth for short. Just playing some DCS World A10 on multiplayer right now. I'm on Through the Inferno server, excuse me, where it's a PvE, player versus environment. So there are enemy jets that spawn up, like that MiG's 30 miles out. He's not spiking me, so I don't, and that's probably a bomber too. I don't know. I'm too ignorant in this game. Anyways, I like this game. It's a flight simulator. I run on a triple monitor screen, so if I'm ever looking around and you're like, what's he looking at? I might be using one of my other screens. I use Track IR. I have a Sciatec, excuse me, X52 Pro joystick and throttle quadrant with a low-end Thrustmaster rudder pedal set. It works out. So we're gonna use the rest of these Mavericks. Just look at what we got here. That's just some Mavericks. Okay. Targeting pod. Let's see, where's my buddy? I don't know where my buddy went. Oh, no, there he is. He's over that way, down Chonder, right over here. See? He's off my right wing. Way over there. Probably landing to rearm refuel. Good for him. Okay, well, we're 12 miles away from the target. We're going to circle back in. And we're going to see if we can't find another thing to blow up. This time, I'm just going to... because I don't think there's anything else left there. So I'm going to end this. Well, not end this, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to end this flight with some gun runs. If there's nothing too crazy. Set that, center it back on that. You can go right there. You need to zoom out a lot. What do we got here? Nothing important. Fuel trucks that'll go boom real easy. Okay, I keep fucking this up. That's the fun part about having a HOTAS. You got so many buttons. Oh, that's a tank. That needs to die. Alright. What was that? Cool. This needs to be changed to like, I don't know. It's the problem with these missiles. Is this one's camera based. That is the target, dick. Right there. So I need to figure out how to force correlate and tell this guy to, you're locking here, right? Because that's a tank, right? No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fine. Anything? Anything? Bueller? Fuck, hello? Well, fuck you then. Alright, well, those bitches don't want to shoot for some reason, so we're just gonna put some... We're gonna put some world of hurting on some of these guys. Some of those guys. Some of those guys. Some of those guys. Some of those guys. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Fucking try these maps again. I'm doing the turning them off and turning them back on again fix. Let's see what happens. So I wonder if that brought our targets 49. Yeah, we killed a couple, I guess. So, again, if you're just joining, I can't see my chat. I can't see if anybody's watching. I mean, I could just be talking to myself this whole time. And that's fine. I do it anyways. At least this video will most likely stay saved up on the Twitch thing. So if anybody wants to watch and be like, this is what not to do, yeah, go for it. Yeah. I don't have any legitimate experience in this aircraft except for watching lots of YouTube videos. Oh yeah, we're not gonna turn out yet. We're not gonna turn in yet. We still have to wait for our shit to align because I'm a dummy. Yeah, I've been playing it pretty hardcore for the last couple of weeks. Sorry, I'm looking at the target area with my far right monitor. I was doing this. You were like looking out to the right. You're like, hi. That's what I'm looking at. Way back there. All that and all that carnage. Something just blew up. So I must have a buddy here. Let's check the map. Oh yeah. Lots of buddies here. Okay, well, if that's the case. We'll pick it back up to 9,000. Yeah. I still want that to be my target. Just need these maps to cooperate. Pulling back some throttle. Now, your flaps auto come down at 200 if you've got them turned on, so just gotta be careful. Come on. I think it's like 2.5 minutes. I was wrong. Couple F5s up, couple SUs up. So, sorry. Maybe it's 3 minutes. Either way, I gotta turn out.
Warning, autopilot.
Well, I could do a gun run. Yeah, I'm gonna do a gun run. fuck this place in particular. Right? This place. Fuck this place in particular. Whoa, you son bitch. I saw that. You shooting back? Mm-mm. Fucking stop in the air shooting like this. Oh yeah, this is ready, by the way. And I don't think I really did anything. It was a show of force, guys. It was a show of force. Got really arrogantly close to the target. Never a good thing. So, oh nice. That was pretty. Oh, some more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. What do we got? Is that outgoing or incoming? Pretty sure that was incoming. I'm gonna light that area up anyways. I'm gonna come back for these Mavs to see if I can get these things to lock onto anything. Again, these are the TV guided ones, I think, optically, versus the infrared or white hot, cold hot. I don't know. They're different. Okay, well that tank is dead, it looks like. That needs to zoom out. And that, just find a target. I don't care. Any target. Pick one. Huh? Huh? Did I have one? Anything? Bueller? Got one. Okay, fuck it. That's not even a target. It's just a hole in the ground. Stupid. So stupid that I don't even want to fucking deal with you anymore. Okay, so what I just did was I got in the missile. I'm just going to shoot it straight out. It's not going to do anything. It really isn't. But what I'm going to go for is a gun run, too. So, oh, I see him. I see him.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Now, you never want to stay inverted in the A10 for very long. Your engines will stall out. Okay, so select jettison safe. Yeah, okay, well, I just want to fucking get rid of this thing. I got rid of this thing. Sorry! Okay. So, what we're gonna do is ding, autopilot, and DCS.
Warning, autopilot.
Oh, really? Out of trim, that's why. Okay. Autopilot, we are going to Sukahumi. Da 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 da. Go to Suk. And land. Runway 30. Nobody's there now.
Pull up, pull up.
One, 2, 4, Myth Winchester, Oscar Mike back to Sukahumi. Alright, that's annoying. Yeah, I know you're locking me, Sam. That's nice. That's nice, that's what I have to say. That's very nice. Alright, so we are going almost 350 miles per hour ground speed, 30 miles out. So about 6 minutes. Shh, back there. I know. Well, I could always shut it up by doing this, right? But that's silly, because then I don't know what's going on around. People asking for intel. Alright, so let's see what's around. Oh, looks like Whiskey 1-1 is coming back too. Or he's egressing. Yeah, he's coming around this hill, probably disengaging. Lots of good targets over there for him to kill. That is probably the Katasi strike mission that's locking me, which is weird. Fine. Fine. You want to lock me? Fine. Fine, lock me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if anybody's watching, thank you for your time. I guess. I hope it's been good for you watching me play DCS and I don't know, stuff. But once I land at Sukahumi, I plan on probably starting to prep dinner. My wife's going to be home in the next hour or so, so I'm sure you guys understand, the married folk. Those are the cool camera systems. Look at all this stuff. Let's Sukahumi there. All their radar stuff. That's the smoke for aircraft, helicopters rather, to go to pick up stuff. 3-0. Got your Lima Charlie.
On 3-0.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
124 Whiskey 1-1. You there?
I may or may not be present.
Very well then. This is Myth. I'm heading back to Sukahumi. I've got to start to get ready for dinner. So I'm going to land and then log off for several hours. But we'll be back on tonight.
Stay firm. I will see you when you get back then. I am also headed towards Sukumi for rearm refuel because I am Winchester.
I am as well. I brought out the 65 G's. I didn't like them.
That's the laser mask.
The other no, they're the optically guided ones.
Oh.
I mean, are they? I don't know. I couldn't figure them out. Like I was able to shoot two off. They had a shorter range than the 65Ds.
Doing any H's and D's don't seem to be doing much for me.
I know that I can force correlate one. I can't force correlate the other. I still need to figure out how to though. That's been my issue.
Yeah, I'd be the last person to ask about that.
Very well. Carry on. So we should be pretty good for straight in. Alright, I'm gonna pop up to 15 hundo though. Sukahumi traffic, Mithridates A10C, inbound land runway 30 for full stop. Tongue twister, la 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 la. There she blows. And that's where we're going. Currently 1,500 feet. That's, I don't know if that's pattern altitude or not. We'll see. But I think I need to boogie a little bit quicker because I got Whiskey 1-1 on my tail. So we're going to get in there a little bit sooner.
Inbound traffic right inbound.
Give some runway space. Sukahumi traffic myth A10C turning final runway 30.
Check. Good check.
Make sure flaps go down. Landing gears down. And slow it down.
Altitude, altitude.
That's on
Altitude,
the server.
altitude.
Don't ask. Point at the numbers. Point at the numbers. And then once you get close to the numbers, point at the other numbers. Those numbers. And then a nice, I need to slow it down.
Buddy, right on final.
Very nice.
Left tower, target entering pattern time. F1.
So just gonna keep rolling. Missed that taxiway. Where's the next one? It's up there. It's the parking. Well, we're just gonna roll this out. Let's roll it out. Let's roll it out. Let's roll it out. Should be fine. Here we go. Sukahumi traffic, Mithridates, A10C, clear of runway 30. That was a lie.
Sukumi traffic, Whiskey 1-1, inbound to runway 30 for a full stop landing.
Oh, I drifted a little bit there. Oops. So, I'm gonna go off the shutdown procedures that I do for this aircraft now that I'm out of the way. Are you ready? I turn off that engine, I turn off that engine, I turn off that. I mean, technically right now I can repair. I could have refueled and rearmed just fine as was, but... And I know that people are probably screaming at me, like, no, you didn't do it right. Whatever. I'll turn all these off if I want. But anyways, I have to go cook dinner for my lovely wife. She's such a sweetheart. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Let's watch Whiskey 1-1 land. He's going so slowly. It's like he's floating. He's so majestic. I need to tell him. I'm watching you land Whiskey 1-1, and I gotta say it's majestic.
521.
And it's what?
It's majestic. You're floating.
Sukumi traffic, Whiskey 1-1 is turning to final for runway 30 on a full stop landing. I almost called that a departure. Full stop departures.
I mean, it is a touch and go with some gas and more boomsticks, right? Oh, dude, that guy needs to fix his shit.
Myth, I don't know if that's you, but somebody
Negative.
some really bad freaking feedback on 251.
I heard it as well. You got somebody behind you as well, so expedite your departure of the runway.
Affirm.
Flawless victory.
He's about 10 seconds to wheels down behind you.
He should probably go around.
It doesn't look like he's taking that option. I think you could clear in time, though. You might be good. Yeah, you'll be fine. So, player, that's Whiskey 1-1. We were just talking on the radio. So yeah, that's DCS World. All right, brother. I'll catch you later.
Take it easy.
Cheers.